The Maryland Terrapins just beat the West Virginia Mountaineers 37-0, first shutout since 2008. Maryland's now 4-0 for the season. Need two more to be bowl eligible. Guys, great game today. What were your thoughts about it?
I'm just shocked the way the defense came out, Dennis. I mean, they did a great job. They were very opportunistic. Lots of times they were handed short fields in this game, and they were able to get those timely takeaways to preserve a shutout, which I think Randy Edsall, Brian Stewart, and all the defensive guys are going to be very proud of this effort here today. It was just a great win against a huge rival, NFL Stadium. Like, what more could you ask for this Maryland team here today?
Yeah, blowout win in the Battle of the Border, despite not playing your best. Like you mentioned it, capitalizing, taking care of the opportunities that were given to you. The offense really didn't look that strong, but they made it count when they needed to.
Yeah, definitely. You know, if you told me that Maryland would come in and win and have 30 points, I would say I believe that. You know, you tell me they come in, win 37-0, yeah, no way. So, really great win for the Terps. Front seven did really, really well, led to a lot of good things in the secondary. Looking ahead to Florida State in 2 weeks, obviously a big game. Could be a match of two undefeated teams. What do you guys think needs to improve?
Well, we both mentioned it in the post-game show during the game, but C.J. Brown needs to make better throws. So many times did he not lead his receiver, didn't give him a chance to make a play after the catch. So many times he would kind of lob one up and have the receiver kind of caught out of position, and Deion Long got popped in the back in the red zone. Stephon Diggs got hit awkwardly a couple of times, and the receiving core is already a little bit beat up. We know that they have a lot of depth and a lot of talent in that depth, but you still don't want to see those top guys get hurt. Stephon Diggs is one of the most dangerous playmakers in the country. You don't want to see him get hurt because C.J. Brown has an errant throw that Diggs tries to make up for him.
I agree. I mean, the offense could have been much more clear. The Terps didn't have that many yards. I mean, their defense was very opportunistic. They had a pick six. A.J. Hendy, I think he was my player of the game in the post game, just all over the place. But I think they have the bye week. They have 2 weeks to get things running and clicking in a much better place. I think the read option could be used much more effectively than it was here today. CJ got stuffed a lot with those plays. So really the only kind of trickery that worked for the Terps was when Deion Long had that reverse to get inside the 5 early in the game. And other than that, it just wasn't really effective. And I think it could have been more impressive. But, I mean, we're starting to split hairs for this 37-0 win. But still, I mean, when you go and play Florida State, in Florida State, a great defense year after year after year. You got to have everything firing on all cylinders. Also, you can't have the muff punt mistakes that both Stephon Diggs and Will Likely had in this game to really just put you behind the 8 ball against a great team.
And the Mountaineers' defense has been much maligned in recent years. It's been pretty porous, last year especially. But this season, it is much better than it has been in the past. It's still not an elite defense. It's probably not as good a defense as Florida State's, but it's better than you think when you just think of, oh, the Mountaineers, they're all offense, no defense. That's not the case anymore.
Definitely not the case today.
And the Terps keep proving that they can be very disruptive of a defense once they get their pressure after the quarterback. And, I mean, we had question marks heading in how the secondary will play. And everybody just seemed to show up and played a great game. Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing, though, overall for me, the biggest takeaway, in my opinion, you don't play well and you still get a blowout. That's just... sometimes this comes down to being as simple as that. Winning on not your best. Anybody can win on their best day.
A win is a win.
When you win when it's not your best day, that speaks volumes to the makeup of the team, both mentally and physically.
Yeah, definitely. So a lot of great things from this game. A lot to look forward to in 2 weeks' time. Again, Maryland wins 37-0, first blowout. 4-0 to start the season for the first time since 2001. Last time that happened, they went to the Orange Bowl. Could happen again this year.
Fingers crossed.
We'll see.
You never know.